Hi folks, I'm Matt and welcome to My Expanded Universe, a show where I go through the entire EU with the mic on mute. Are you serious? But that's okay because I can do this review for a second time with just as much energy as I did the first. Alright folks, we're going to take a break from the comic books, a brief break, and we're going to talk about two children's novels written by Eleanor Earhart. And the first one is called The Maverick Moon. Now in this one, Luke Skywalker enrolls into the academy so he can hone in on his piloting skills. Leia visits, and during that visit, there is a moon about to crash into the planet. So of course, Luke has to go into his X-Wing, save the day and get another medal because that's all he does. Luke gets medals for everything he does. Now, I don't really mind that. It was kind of mimicking, episode 4, which had already come out, and they had just another semi-adventure where Luke takes on impossible odds and is victorious again and gets another medal. It makes sense that Rebellion wants to celebrate small victories like that, so giving away medals, probably, understandable. Now, I'm not here to explain a children's novel story. I'm just going to tell you this. This actual story, The Maverick Moon, has the unique title, I guess, or award, I don't know what it is, of being the very first expanded universe book I ever read. As a kid living in a small town, Mississippi, I would go to the library all the time and I would rent out the books Star Wars, Empire, and Jedi, the children's novelizations, because I always wanted to read about them. Remember, this is back in the day before you had even VHS. I mean, it was around, but we didn't have a VCR. We had a beta player. Yeah, a Betamax. That's how old I am. But anyway, so we only had these books so I could look at the images. You couldn't just pop in the video and just watch the movie again, or we couldn't as kids. And so I would just look over the images and recall all the great times. And, one of my friends had the tapes on VHS, and whenever we went over to his house, we'd watch them. But for my own entertainment, these books were the only thing I had close to watching the movie. So during that time when I'd rent those 3 books out, I remember there was another book, a 4th book about Star Wars in the Star Wars children's section, which was very small. It only had those 3 novels, and I think that was it. But it also had The Maverick Moon. Now, The Maverick Moon was a children's story, and I was, 12 by then. So I could easily read that while we were sitting in the library. So I would sit and read The Maverick Moon. And I love The Maverick Moon because it was a story that happened outside the scope of the movies. And see, this is where my, influence into my attraction to the expanded universe came from, because I was so enthralled by the movies that anything that took place that wasn't in the movies was like gold to me. I was like, oh, shut up. It's a lost Luke Skywalker adventure. Wow. And to me, no question about it, the Maverick Moon really happened. And I was super excited. Now, years go by, of course, Star Wars fades from everyone's mind. I'm reintroduced to the expanded universe through Timothy Zahn's novels, and I had totally forgotten about the Maverick Moon. And then one day, while I was looking for something entirely different, I was searching for something different for my EU collection, I came across the Maverick Moon. And instantly I was like, whoa, I remember this. That's the book I read at the library, because I knew the cover. I knew that the cover was always something that was stuck in my memory. I was like, yes, the Maverick Moon, I need to get that. So I got it. It was fun to relive those memories because some of the pages and pictures I still recalled even years later. So it was really cool to get that and add it to my collection. Now imagine my surprise when I found out that Eleanor Earhart had also written a second children's novel at the same time. And this one's called The Mystery of the Rebellious Robot. Now in this one, Han, Chewie, Luke, and Leia are going around the Rebel base, and there's a lot of malfunctions. Droids are malfunctioning. What is going on? Is there a saboteur? Spoiler alert, it's a Jawa. Anyway, this is just a fun, simple romp. Now, it was really fun to find this book. I found it about the same time as I was searching for Maverick Moon. This one also popped up, and I was like, what is this? Another one? One that I have not read? Ooh, new EU. That's kind of how pathetic I am. A children's novel got me super excited, but it was something I hadn't read. Now, are these imperative to the overall story in the expanded universe? Absolutely not. You can go ahead and skip these. They're not that impactful, but I love them. That is clear 100% nostalgia speaking for me. These aren't brilliantly written children's novels. They are from the, I think they're from the late 70s, and they're not awesome, but they do feel good for me because it reminds me of my childhood. And they're some of the earliest expanded universe material out there. I think they're pretty cheap to find online too. Okay folks, that's all the time I have for now. See you next time with another video.